Welcome back to Gaming Assembled. Today is part 8 of our Inheritance Series. Thank you for joining us. Before we start, we'd love to hear from you. So like, comment and subscribe to the channel and interact with us on social media. And thank you to Lucas Santos for subscribing already. Let's get started. Okay, so let's jump back in. So last time in our Inheritance series, we managed to form the Kingdom of Ireland. Our man here is now King John. We are still quite stressed, so that's something we'll try and work on today, getting our stress levels back under control. But we have still got plenty of time left, hopefully. John is only 48. He's not the 21-year-old he used to be, but we're getting there. We've still got a little bit of time ahead of us, though, hopefully, and we're in a good position. We've got plenty of great alliances. King of France, King of England, Duke of Normandy, Duke of Mercia. We've got Soudriar. Got lots and lots of good alliances on our side. So let's try and make something of that. So we have got a truce against the King of Scotland at the minute. He is our obvious natural enemy at the minute. I don't think we've got anything against Wales, so we could also look at trying to take some land in Wales while we are waiting. Do we have any claims? Well, we don't, but our vassal does. He has a claim on that. That might not be a bad idea, because that will give us a fairly hefty opinion bonus with our vassal here. Yes, it will make him quite powerful, though. That is the downside. But does John have a daughter or granddaughter? Probably, I'm guessing granddaughter, maybe. That might be something we could look at doing, getting this fella married to a relative of ours. That would be good. But I think as a good opening move, to start this episode off with a bit of a bang, we'll look at trying to take South Wales. So why don't we do that? So we can take the entire Principality of Deheubarth, and I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. And what we could do, if we really wanted to, is we could look at bringing in an ally as well. So, England seems to be the obvious one. Is he in a war? No, he's not. Brilliant. Bring him in. And he can bring in another 10,000 men. We could probably just sit back and watch him do it for us. But that wouldn't be very exciting, would it? So let's raise our troops. And we'll go in and get fighting. So we'll land one set of troops there and another one there. In fact, that set of troops can land there. If we bring them around here into the sea, we can go ashore there, and we can just look at taking the capital as well as another county without suffering any attrition, but they're coming in to fight us, so we'll drop our troops in to support them instead, and our ally is coming in as well. So we should they're going to war with Norway. Sure, nominally will help, probably not actually go anywhere. So where we paused. There we go. So the forces of England are arriving. And this will just finish off the Welsh. Which, if I've learnt anything from listening to the British History podcast, the answer to all political problems in the medieval world were apparently to attack the Welsh. If you're a Mercian lord especially, or a Mercian king, attack the Welsh. Or if you were from Wessex, attack the Cornish. They seem to be the common things from history. If in doubt, go and punch the guy next door. So maybe that worked in those days. But let's speed this up a bit. Capture South Wales. And then we're on a good path. Mental break. Okay. So we can either go to the brothel. We can change our viewpoint of God. I don't think we'd do that because we're a crusader and we're a holy warrior. We wouldn't do that. We can bite our lip and stay focused. That might be the brave thing to do. I don't think you go to the brothel because that's considered a sin, and he's quite the religious man. So I think the only one we can do is to bite our lip and stay focused, and we'll try and deal with the stress moving forward. There we go. So that's... Can we... Has he got any money? Oh, we can take his money. We'll still capture his lands. Let's move on. Oh, rebellion as well. So I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll send one lot of troops back to deal with the rebels. We'll leave one lot of troops here to finish off this war. So, where are you? Come on, let's go and take you on. Oh, the English coming to help with that too. There we go. Right, back to Wales. What's this? Call to war. Yeah, sure, why not? Need new court physician. Send in those troops to there. Brilliant. Pretty much won this war. Who else can we ransom? There was someone else there. No, it's only 10. Right, a familial reflection. I remember the day when my son Andrew was born, my thoughtful son. Memories like these bring me comfort. No matter what happens, I know that my family is there for me, and that House CK3 stands strong. The bow falls before the sword, I whisper under my breath. I treasure the thought, or Andrew deserves a gift for his loyalty. Let's see. Compassionate, brave, arrogant, improvident. Well, we like giving gifts, it would seem. So maybe I give a gift. There we go. Gets a gift for his loyalty. So, I'm now married to Queen Ida. There we go, I've won that war. There we go. So now, that fella is a duke under us, so that's fine. We can increase, in fact, this is what we're going to do. He has a few titles, and we really want to try and keep him a little bit weaker because he's not necessarily one of us. His religion is not quite there. So what we will do is we will force partition. So when he when he dies, if he's got more than one son, it'll split up his lands. So I think we'll do that, and that will help keep him a little bit weaker, which is good. Fine print, excellent. There we go. Right, okay. Oh, lots of things happening all at once. So, first thing we'll do... Oh, well, that's still running. I thought he wasn't. Let's see. Who have we got here? What we could do with this. So, what's our culture? Our culture is Gaelic. This is all Gaelic. Okay, so let's start with that one. We'll do that one. Right. Dynasty Legacy. So, let's think. So this is our first one of these. I mean, the obvious one, given that John being a military man, is the House of Warriors. So that's one thing we could do. Are there any others that would fit for him? He's not one to learn languages particularly. Mostly fair. Law and order. He's not particularly. He's not got any characteristics like just or anything like that. Guile, mastery of underhand schemes. He's not a stabby kind of guy. Careful breeding to produce the most worthy successors. I can't think of anything that's particularly in his story that would be about that. Erudition, so study and learning. No. Glory, maybe. Respect and loyalty with which others want to be associated. Desirable match. Kin, large family. He's not particularly family orientated. I think the only one really to go for is House of Warriors. It's what he does. It's what he's like. It's all his education and his traits are warrior related. So we'll go with that. We'll carry on down that tree as well for that. Are there any other wars we could go for? So who's he at war with at the minute? He's at war with Sudriar. So he is attacking Sudriar. So I'm currently at war with him for that defense of that. So, well, why not? Let's raise our troops and we'll send them in. It'll take a little while to raise, I think. Why are they not raising? Oh, they're raising somewhere else. They've raised somewhere else. That's okay. They're here. Okay. So, yeah, let's drop you over the border. We'll start sieging down some lands. You can go and join that one. Excellent. It's come to the attention of your Archbishop is working to fabricate a spurious claim on the lordship of Thormund. Okay, great. So, King of England has died, so that's my alliance gone. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Glad I used them in the end. King Cedric. Okay. Child of my dynasty. This is my son's daughter, so my granddaughter. Let's see. Lucia, that sounds a nice name. She's a bit wheezy. Her chest's not so good, bless her. But never mind. I don't think I need to particularly be the one to educate her. We'll give her to the court tutor. If it was a son, that might be different. But she's not. Use these down, and that should be that war done. See it done for that one. Right, so we'll get a bit of gold back. And that's the guy who's just got the lands in South Wales. So I could take one of his titles in Ireland, although that will not make him like me very much. Wants a seat on the council. See, the problem is that he'd be better as a marshal, but he's not as good as my current marshal. Demand surrender in vassal war. Retract vassal. Revoke title. You know, I'd be tempted just to do that, just to take his land anyway, but we'll do it in a minute once, how many troops has he got? 1,500 men, Jesus. Well, we'll look at that. Anyway, wife inspires recruitment. Brilliant. That should. Child of my dynasty, great, I don't care. Grandchildren, loads of them. I thought that would have ended the war. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe there's too many combatants for that. But I think we've done our bit to the war anyway. I don't think we need to stress too much about it. It's not our land after all. So, where do we go next? So, do we still have a truce with Scotland? No, we don't. So we could look at trying to take some more land from Scotland, but we don't seem to have any claims. So that could be something we could look at. Fabricating a claim on, say, there, maybe. Try and get a little bit more land in Ireland. That would be good. We've got a court event. So we have a rather burpy bishop. What would John be like? So would he be... I think he's... Let's see. So that one is basically we say, well, it's never mind. He's a man of God. Let him burp everywhere. Do what he wants. Archbishop will not. He will learn proper manners. Or we've all done it. Well, he's quite arrogant. He's quite ardent as to the proper way of doing things. So I think we go with that one. Okay. So I think we could look at trying to retract some of his land. We'll take that one. He might go to war with us. Oh no, he's not. That's lower our men again. So that's good. We're now over our domain limit, so we'll give some land to one of our sons. Let's see. What does this come under? Munster. So which son will get Munster? Which son will get Thomond? Let's go into succession and see who's going to get what. Where is Thomond? Right, so it's supposed to be this son. So he can have it now. There we go. Sorted. Perks. Keep going down this line. And the whole court. So, an envoy from a provincial city has come to protest the abuse of a city has been suffering at the hand of its neighbour. Oh, it's that Beltu bishop again. Oh, a different one. No, a different one. It's fine. Plenty of different bishops. They occupy and repossess our arable land by force and threaten the landowners with spiritual damnation and material violence to make them sell their belongings. I beg you, Lord, do us justice. So, I could make everybody like me, apart from the mayor. Or I could be sort of the people's champion. So what would I do? Compassionate? Yeah, he's compassionate. I think he'd do that one. Okay. And husband, yeah. Countess Murray and her husband approach cautiously, wary of the assembled court. My lord, I am sure someone in the kingdom is trying to harm my husband. I have no evidence, but suspect that Prince Alexander, he represents pretending claims on the Mormaerdom of Thomond, including Earl Aidan's own. Okay. Wants me to imprison my own son. No. I think we do that. Yes, we're going to get stressed, but I think that's the right answer for us. The next petitioner is evidently somewhat a stranger in the court, as I do not recognise her. The eyes of Marshal Gill have been on them since they first entered. My lord, I have come to declare that the people of that place in Wales are refusing to pay taxes you have levied upon us. Okay. So, I think he would be quite uppity about this. I don't think he'd be compassionate in this instance. So trick the ringleaders into an ambush. He's a military man. He'd do something sneaky like that. I think that happened. Tax revolt leaders escaped. That sucks. But never mind. So let's see. Let's do it that way. Use a bit of gold. Not that we've got any. That's probably a mistake. But there you go. So I'm thinking. I mean, we've captured a bit of land in Wales. We are currently fabricating a claim here. I don't know if we've got anyone who we can actually just go to war with, rather than have actually fabricate claims on. I don't think we've got any claims on. So I'm thinking that it's just a waiting game now. We need some more money. Oh, there we go. Get some from the Pope. Brilliant. That gets us back up in that regard. We'll get some more feudal taxes from our son. Oh, damn it. That was tyranny. Never mind. Whoops. Didn't click the button. Oh dear. Never mind. Just lost some opinion of everybody. Need to hire a court physician. Search for one. And there we go. You're quite experienced. Why not? There you go. See it done. Okay, so we need a bit more gold still, but we are getting there. So we've got a new daughter. We will educate her ourselves. And have we got anyone we could betroth her to? Duchy of Brittany. Brilliant. Another ally. Sorted. Obviously with the Kingdom of England going, obviously we'll accept this challenge. So the end there. Well fought. John is always the fighter. Oh, our son has created a Liberty faction against us. It's not good. Oh dear. So things are not going quite so nicely in the court of King John. And we are still stressed. We seem to be forever stressed. But people are now plotting against us. Right, but peering through the dusky murk of the armory, my gaze travels over multiple different weapons of war, a pair of battered leather greaves, a recently sharpened sword, a spear with a worn haft, a rusty farming tool. I pick up the farming implement, perhaps it's been lumped in unknowingly with the weapons. I heft the tool, examining its curiously curved sickle-like blade as I give it an experimental swing at a nearby hauberk. The blade pierces the mail, scattering a few iron rings across the floor. Interesting. I wonder if it could be repurposed. Yeah, well, we'll go with that. Taking the small blade into the midday sun, I inspect it more closely. The blade appears to be a point at one end and disappears into the tang at the other, leaving a length of slightly rusty but still sharp iron in between. The kink in the blade's head gives the implement a wicked curve to it, useful for cutting through shrubs, you'd think, or maybe finding gaps in armour. It's clear this could be repurposed as a weapon of war, but the question remains exactly what guise the weapon would take. If you straightened out the blade, could be a useful dagger, perhaps it mounted it on the end of a spear. I think we'll go with that one, a halberd. So, bracing the spear, I had seen earlier between my leg and the table, I looped some rough twine around the farming tool and the spearhead, binding the two together. The head wobbles alarmingly at first, but the next day's application of some boiled leather strips, courtesy of the Holdings tanner, finishes the modification. The weapon I've created certainly looks the part. The size of a spear provides the reach and thrust, whilst the farming implement hooked blade could easily pull a man off his horse or tease its way into armour seams. It's rough and ready weapon, but I have a feeling it could be quite effective. Let's see if fancy armour stand up to this. Right, brilliant. So I've got a new weapon I can use. Don't know why I clicked on that. I want to click there. So, build polearms. That gives us 1 to prowess versus 5 to prowess. Well, we'll stick with our fine sword, but that is all well and good. Show him in at once. Taking the knee. I get some money, and that helps us out with our money problem. So, what we will do, we'll get that point there, is I think... Oh, brilliant. Right, let's pause that. Lovely. I think what we will do is we will quickly do one last little war. So, my claims, I could have just seized the county as de jure, couldn't I, really? Whoops, never mind. Might as well just do this, unless that gives us more options. No, we'll just do that. So, I think we'll declare war. I think we'll call in an ally. Let's see. France, are you fighting anyone? No. Come on down. Let's just get some more land, and then we're going to leave it at there for today. Because this episode is going to run on a little bit long if I don't. So, significant amount of time traveling realm on a guard. The matters. Okay. Right, okay, well, we'll get a bit of prestige out of that. Lovely, excellent. And here we go, here comes our ally. We should be able to do this fairly quickly, hopefully. Take down some land. I didn't respond to that very quickly then, but never mind. Our allies were there to rescue in the end. Let's bring them back. Take that one. Yeah, fine. I'm getting called into another war, but not actually going to go. So, take land as quickly as we can. Get this war over nice and straightforward, nice and quick. We have increased our court grandeur, which is good. Did I just get raided? Oh dear, I didn't realise they were besieging down. They've stolen my bill hook. Who are you? Lombardy. Damn it. I missed a trick there. I'm trying to do this far too quickly, aren't I? Well, that's rubbish. I will not be threatened. Independence of the Highbath. I think we're going to need to bring in more allies. So let's bring in you to deal with them. And bring in... Let's just bring them all in. We've got plenty of prestige. Let's bring everybody in. Everybody in for everything. We'll get some more gold from the Pope. We'll ransom you back. Excellent. Let's just do it all. One big war. Can't bring you into anything else. There we go. That one. There we go. Excellent. Lots of button clicking. Bring everybody that we can into the fighting. Finish off besieging this down, and then we can go in, take on these guys. One big fight. Let's try putting someone in command of the army. Others need gold more than I do. Okay, fine. There we go. We'll do that. Gets rid of a little bit of stress. And what have we got here? How many troops have we got? Victory on that war. That's great. We'll get in there. In fact, tell you what, let's just go and fight that battle. Maybe take back our home. That might be a good start. There we go. Let's just try and... There we go. Right, so that's that war done. We've got a rebellion to finish off. Or is that that one? Oh, there we go. So that's that one. We've got a rebellion to finish off, but I think we're going to finish that off next time. But for now, we've managed to extend our realm that little bit more. We've got a rebellion to squash in southern Wales. We've lost an artifact that we'd only just gained, but oh no, we've got it back. That's good. Needs a bit of repair though. So overall, could have been handled a little bit better, but we've managed to do well. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.